The gentleman from Florida reserves. The gentleman from Maryland is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in support of H.R. 36, a bipartisan bill designed to make sure the U.S. remains committed to Georgia's Euro-Atlantic and democratic aspirations. I thank my friend, Representative Wilson, for his tireless effort on this topic, in addition to his fervent work to support Ukraine. For years following the fall of communism, and particularly after the Rose Revolution in 2003, the people of Georgia have worked to successfully build their democracy and their economy, all while fostering aspirations to join the EU and NATO. The U.S., along with European partners, have played an integral role in ensuring that the path of integration was open to Georgia and that its people had the means to implement the necessary reforms. Georgia's story has been one of success. Georgia, strategically located on the Black Sea, is no stranger to larger geopolitical forces. Russia invaded Georgia in 2008 during the Beijing Olympics and proceeded to occupy 20% of its territory. Despite the persistent threat from Russia, Georgians continue to forge forward with democratic reforms and even made significant contributions to the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, as this legislation notes. However, we know too well from the experience in other parts of Europe and at home that democratic progress is fragile and requires constant attention. In February 2023, the Georgian government introduced a foreign agents bill in its parliament it claimed was aimed at transparency. However, the bill was set to impose burdensome restrictions on civil society organizations and independent media, stigmatizing them as foreign agents. Following warnings from the U.S. and partners in Europe, as well as waves of protests, the government withdrew the bill, only to reintroduce it in April of 2024. This time, despite massive protests, a presidential veto, additional rebukes from the U.S. Congress, the Biden administration, and the EU, the Georgian parliament pushed through this legislation. Then, in another illustration of democratic backsliding, parliamentary elections were held in the fall of 2024 that were neither free nor fair and tainted by numerous and serious electoral violations. This legislation is a response to the deteriorating democratic situation in Georgia. It will let the Georgian people know that we stand by them in their quest for democracy, respect their rights, and deeper integration into the Euro-Atlantic community. This also provides a framework for appropriate cooperation with the Georgian government going forward. I'm pleased with the bipartisan work of this bill, look forward to its passage, and hope that it has the desired effect to show the people of Georgia that Congress is watching, the United States cares, and we want to ensure your future in Europe and NATO. I encourage my colleagues to join in supporting this measure, and I reserve the balance of my time.